Welcome to the Gail and Tom Benson Arena down here on Bank Street. I have Will LaFranca with me. How you doing tonight, man?
I'm doing good. Watched a lot of good wrestling this past weekend. Had fun at the dual tournament.
Yeah, Dual State's a lot of fun. It's really kind of growing into a great event. You know, been a lot of fun. We had a lot of teams. Jesuit showed up this year and really looked really strong, especially pulling down. And kind of that's why we wanted to set up the first of the year, after the first of the year, to where those kids are getting down to weight for the first time. And that +2.
Lineups look tighter. Lineups look better. Holes get eliminated. But I love dual meet tournaments. I personally, dual meets are why I wrestled. I thought dual meets were so much fun. And dual meet tournaments are awesome because you're with your team the whole weekend. And speaking of dual meets, we have an excellent one tonight. This is about to be a great, fun one.
Well, this is, I was on Ken Trahan's radio show yesterday, our partner and founder of Crescent City Sports. This is the first year in my, real memory where you have a true toss-up between Holy Cross Catholic, Jesuit, and Brother Martin. Normally there was at least a stronger side, and I really think it's wide open this year.
I completely agree. These are two of the best teams in the state. That's what makes this one of the best dual meets every year. But I do agree it's probably a 4-horse race this year between those schools, Jesuit, Brother Martin, Catholic, Holy Cross. You have a similar race in D2, I feel like, as well. But yeah, Jesuit, the 3-time returning champions, and Brother Martin, I think, winning 9 of the 11 before that.
Yeah, it has definitely been a crimson and gold and blue and white state wrestling tournament here for the last couple of years. And kind of speaking about dual meets, we actually have Holy Cross and Brother Martin coming up in 2 weeks, 2 Wednesdays from now on the 21st. That's going to be an outstanding one as well. This is really, I love dual meets. That's my favorite. Your team's there. You're wrestling with your guys. It's not just you out on the mat. And that was always my favorite aspect of wrestling. We had dual state in Oklahoma when I was competing at Stillwater High, and kind of when I got back involved in the wrestling, it was kind of a goal that I kind of had in the back of my mind. And at the Kids State Tournament, the Louisiana USA Kids State Tournament, we drew it on a napkin, and got Joe Miller and I, and we were able to execute. So this past weekend was fun.
Especially now that we don't have, what used to be Bayou Duels and Jazztown, the big dual meet state tournaments. It's almost like it was needed.
So that's actually going to change this year. So we've done Gator Duels the last 2 years for Crescent City Wrestling. It's actually when we started Crescent City Wrestling was with Gator Duels. Just a little shy of 2 years ago in March or April, one or the other. And this year we actually have Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and Tennessee boys, and then Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi for girls. That's April 11th. We haven't released that too much, but I feel like tonight's as good as any time to put out the good news. And we're still trying to figure out how we're going to develop that team. We may have a wrestle off. It's going to be 2 weeks after Virginia Beach.
Okay.
But we're going to run all-stars. All the state chairmen from those aforementioned states are good friends of mine, and they're going to be bringing their A's. So,
and which states did you say again?
Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and Tennessee.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, and the club that's out of Tennessee is Young Guns. So they're some of the best in Tennessee.
Yeah, so I did the Dixie Duels back in the day, and that was so much fun. But, those cross-state tournaments, there's just a lot of camaraderie between the guys that go. And you really get competition that you don't really get to see out of season when you do stuff like that.
Well, and little secret is, so we're going to do that at Rummel this year just because of cost and something we're going to grow into. But we do have the Pontchartrain Center tentatively booked for 2027, in which we would open this up to a national tournament.
That'd be fun. That'd be awesome.
And I go to the the USA Wrestling Leadership Conference every August, I want to say, where all the state leaders from all around the country, and everyone asks me. I mean, it's without fail when can we come to Louisiana, which tournament can we come to in Louisiana, and I'm creating that for them and, creating it for the kids of Louisiana. That's kind of why I do everything that I do, but I would like to keep the cost down. So the easiest way to do that is to bring the competition to them, and kids are going to wrestle some of the best in the country and get to sleep in their bed at night.
No doubt. Especially with the states you just named.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. We're constantly growing a lot. Big shout out to our sponsors. This is tonight our title sponsor is Dr. Michael Hanneman, plastic surgeon from up at Baton Rouge. His son is the 120, Michael Hanneman Jr. But
he had some good matches this weekend as well. I don't know if you got to see him wrestling Michael Barnett, but that was a fun one.
Oh yeah. He had a pretty tight cradle there, but I think he's a 6 foot, 120 pound,
6 feet tall.
Yeah, he's quite. I made a joke. I said, "Why are you built like a middle finger? Your dad's built like a thumb."
Yeah,
and Dr. Hanneman didn't like that too much, but Mrs. Hanneman thought that joke was hilarious. So I'm happy I could throw it on the Dr. Michael Hanneman pre-show.
So that Holy Cross Brother Martin duel, that will be at Holy Cross or Brother Martin?
At Brother Martin.
At Brother Martin.
At Brother Martin. Yeah, that one's gonna be a lot of fun. Let me see who we actually have on the mic that night.
Yeah, the Jesuit Holy Cross dual meet was fun. They had an electric guitar guy do the anthem, a student. I thought that was awesome.
Oh wow! So that night for Holy Cross at Brother Martin, we have Gunnar Guidry, and for Holy Cross, and I'm not sure who I'm gonna get for Brother Martin. Probably Will Stahl, one of the Brother Martin guys. I try to kind of get both sides just to where they're a little bit more familiar with the programs. But, you guys have done such an outstanding job this year. I felt like we'd be crazy to pull you guys off. And, you guys' chemistry, as you said.
Appreciate it.
It really is. You guys have been doing an outstanding job. Really appreciate you guys stepping up for us. And it always helps to where you guys have some insight, and maybe some insider intel that otherwise wouldn't be known and be on the air. But it's, we're doing everything we can, giving these kids a platform, and hopefully, the state will be tuning in tonight.
It's remarkable when you look at 5 years ago wrestling. I mean, versus now, just the coverage, the media, like what you can learn at home on your couch watching as an athlete. It's insane. Well,
and that's kind of why I started all of this, was to kind of expose kids to the next level of college and letting them know, because what my main goal is to get kids higher education paid for through wrestling, and then hopefully they come back, they learn wrestling in another state, the next level, and then come and bring that back home. And really that's why I think Louisiana is growing so much and at such a fast rate. And slowly but surely we're breaking down those walls of segregation where I wear red and you wear blue. We don't work out together, because ultimately together is how we are going to get better and start showing ourselves in the national level. And when I'm bringing the nation down to us, it's better we work together and we can represent our state as best we can.
Absolutely.
Man, let's see. So what matches are you most excited about tonight?
I got to tell you, the number one on my list will be 126, Scott Cascio versus Max Belsom. A return of a finals match from last year.
Yeah.
Or a rematch of a finals match from last year.
I know they're going to be doing a little bit of jockeying around, kind of moving some people around. I know people are weighing in at certain weight classes where they will be able to move up if they're in the event that there's a better matchup.
Gamesmanship will always be at play.
But yeah, no, this is going to be a great duel. It's slowly but surely packing in. Brother Martin has showed up pretty strong. They've been here for a while, and but the Blue Jays are filing in off of Bank Street, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Oh, and I'd like to take a moment to honor a wrestler and wrestling coach that recently passed. He passed away yesterday, Patrick Bowman Sr. Read you what we wrote on Facebook and Instagram. It's with a heavy heart to inform the wrestling community of the passing of Patrick Bowman Sr. Pat was a staple in the wrestling community and always gave back. No matter the t-shirt or singlet color, Pat was always there to give tips and advice to everyone. Pat wrestled at Errett under Coach Dean Tessitore from 1995 to 1999, and with his senior season culminating in a 5th place finish at heavyweight. Patrick Sr. coached all wrestling, but was on the staff of Errett and for many, many years and assisted at Rummel. And so rest in peace to Patrick Bowman Sr. Your memory will live on through us. And with that, we'll end a pre-show, and I'll bring on Pat Fitzsimons and Will LaFranca for the broadcast.
Lord, we gather today for athletic competition. We ask for your blessing so that these wrestlers may compete to honor your greater glory. Protect them in their endeavors and grace them, Lord, in both victory and defeat, with the knowledge that you guide us all toward your heavenly glory. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
All right.
Pretty good turnout tonight.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at the Brother Martin section right now, you will get an idea just about how important this crosstown rivalry is for these two teams. They definitely showed up.
I think they might outnumber the home team right now.
I was going to say that. I didn't want to, but I was about to.
Maybe it's just our perspective. It's close.
It is.
It's a good problem, though. We got a lot of people here excited to watch some good wrestling between two of the most storied programs.
Yeah, and if you're new to the sport, this is one of the best dual meets of the year. All right, so with the 106 with the 106-pound weight class is sponsored by Calco's Heating and Air Conditioning. Calco's is a family-owned and operated company. Calco's has serviced the greater New Orleans area since 1970. Call Johnny and Matt for all your AC needs or visit calcosinc.com. All right, and at your 106-pound weight class from Jesuit, we have sophomore Jackson Landry, and from Brother Martin, William Fontenot, senior captain. He won the Gulf Coast Clash this year. He's a returning third-place finisher from last year. And this is his second week, or his first weekend was last weekend at 106. He's been at 113 all year, and I'm pretty sure he's undefeated in the state.
Well, he is clearly the bigger wrestler here. You got an easy takedown off a snap-down front headlock go behind right there. He's got an ankle ride here, coming around, got a hammer lock. He's going to look to put the sophomore on his back, and he does.
And this will be a quick one.
Sophomore in deep trouble from Jesuit here. Barely keeping that shoulder off the mat. It is close.
Brother Martin with all the time they need to get this fall and start the dual meet off with a 6-point lead.
This is going to be tough to get out of for the young man from Jesuit here. Brother Martin can sit here all day. They've got over a minute left to just settle him down, and get those shoulder blades on the mat.
And I think that'll be it.
Referee Roy Fontenelle taking a close look here. Still see some daylight under those shoulder blades, I guess.
There it will be. Brother Martin will start the duel with a 6-point lead as we go into the 113-pound weight class.
6 points. 6 points to Brother Martin.
All right, so the 113-pound weight is sponsored by Favorites Promotional Products and Apparel and Brother Martin Wrestling Family, the Cassida Bands. For the last 40 years, Favorites built a reputation as a dependable supplier of promotional products. Visit favoritespromotionals.com. So from Jesuit at 113, we have Junior Shane Roddy, and from Brother Martin, Junior Dan Crowley.
Two rangy kids here. In on the shot early is Jesuit. Nice high crotch to the right-hand side.
And the Jesuit fans are looking to be excited about something after that last match. And
quick takedown, good pop and lift and return on the edge of the mat there. He's got his opponent broken down flat. Tight waist chop to the right-hand side here does the Jesuit man have. Running a wrist ride over the top here. He's looking to bundle his opponent up. Switches to a three-quarter Nelson, a little premature. Staying tight to the hips, trying to keep his opponent down heavy on his hands and elbows here, make it difficult for him to stand up. Claw spiral to the left-hand side of his opponent now. Switches sides again, got him broken down to his shoulder, not quite flat. Edge of the mat here, Brother Martin guy needs to know where he's at. Flat on his belly here, but a parallel ride. Going to be tough to work a turn from a parallel ride here. He's got to come out to the side if he wants to open his opponent up.
So a little bit less than a minute in this first period. Shane Roddy still looking to open up this Brother Martin wrestler.
There we go. He's got a half, but he's going to run out of real estate here. Half and a bar arm on the right-hand side. One toe of the Brother Martin wrestler is keeping him in bounds.
That should be out of bounds.
And he wisely shuffles out. Fresh reset here. Brother Martin will be in the bottom man position. Jesuit on top.
All right, 30 seconds left in this first period. And
quick stand-up attempt from Brother Martin. He gets to his feet, is able to turn in, but Jesuit stays in on the leg. He's looking to score a quick reversal here, and he does. 2 points to Brother Martin for the reversal. Now he's running in his own claw spiral.
And 15 seconds left. We'll see if Jesuit can get some points back in this period.
He's keeping his elbows in tight, but the Brother Martin man has his wrist across his body. That is not where you want to be. You're open for roll-through tilts here. Wisely settles down to his belly. That's a good move here at the end of the period.
And that'll do it for the first period.
Great first period from both men here. Red has choice. Brother Martin has choice. They will defer to Jesuit. Jesuit will choose neutral.
Coach John Aurelian telling Shane to take neutral. Not surprising, as he got that takedown pretty quick.
Indeed he did. All right, back on our feet here. Lots of level changes from the Jesuit man. Circling, pawing at each other's heads here. Elbow control for the Brother Martin wrestler. Great double off of it. Easy conversion for three. Jesuit needs to get to his belly here.
Jesuit needs to bail.
And he does.
All right.
5-3. Brother Martin is now up after that three-point takedown.
I think
Deep claw spiral here for the Brother Martin wrestler on top.
We may have the makings of a rubber match right here.
I believe so. Another bar half. Jesuit's able to get out of it. He's trying to work to his feet.
And
nearly out, but Brother Martin drops in on a leg again. They're going to try to hold on to this and return him to the mat so they do not lose position. Tough whizzer from Jesuit here. Staying on that leg, though, is the Brother Martin wrestler. He's tying up the ankles. We're in kind of a 50-50 position here. Jesuit trying to sit through the back door.
Coming around the back.
He's going to have to free that leg and slip it in if he wants the reversal, and he does.
The ref will give that to Jesuit. Now our match is tied 5-5. As Shane Roddy looks to score near fall on the edge again. He needs to know where he is.
So again with the parallel ride. He's staying tight with his hips here. Again, it's going to be tough to open him up from this position.
Yeah, if you're new to wrestling, this is where you want to look for angles. more of a perpendicular attack.
The longer your hips are parallel to your opponents, the more difficult it is for you to get any kind of attack off from the top position. Now, if you're the bottom man, you're content there because in high school, unlike college, there is no riding time, so you do not get scored on just for not being able to get up. Fresh restart here back in the center. There are 17 seconds left in this second period. Brother Martin getting set on bottom.
As you would expect at this point in the season, neither of these guys look tired at all.
No, we're in the home stretch here. All right, great first move by Jesuit there. The chop breakdown gets their opponent flat. Trying to sneak that right knee in, collect the hips to end this period on top. And I believe he will. 5 seconds here, short time for something to happen for the Brother Martin young man.
All right, so we're tied going into the third. This is a great match.
5-5, 2 minutes left on the clock. Brother Martin has choice, and they will choose down, the bottom man position.
Man, people are still walking through those doors.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to know the attendance number of this.
It's rowdy in here. Like it. All right, bottom man set. Top man is covering. And there we go. He sneaks that right boot in. He's got his opponent broken down flat. Now, the parallel ride is better with the hips in here. With that right leg in, he's going to be able to turn his opponent's hips. With a real mean crossface on top is Jesuit right now. He's got to be careful he doesn't fall off to the same side that his leg is in, which is the right side.
Yeah, I think Roddy's plan here is to just put the wear in.
He's got to wing those hips over if he wants to turn his opponent from this position. He's going to have to get a turn here or else they're going to overtime.
And this is a match that could decide the whole dual meet.
He's got the hips turned now, but Brother Martin's doing a great job fighting wrists there, making sure that their shoulders don't turn with their hips. Jesuit sneaks a bar in on top. They've taken the leg out. Let's see if they can do something with it. Can't get too aggressive or he's going to give up an easy reversal here.
Brother Martin does need a little bit of motion, a little bit of action.
Not much happening on bottom.
Shane Roddy looking to create some momentum, though. Needs to stay patient.
Yeah, he's going to have to do something to block on the far side here. Again, he's staying too parallel. If he's going to try to turn his opponent, he really needs to come out perpendicular, which he does now. He does now. Back to parallel, though. Brother Martin doing a great job fighting this ride. There are 30 seconds left.
This may be an overtime match.
We got 25 seconds. An escape from Brother Martin would win this match.
Brother Martin has been largely inactive this period, but looking to get that one. Dan Crowley digging deep.
10 seconds left. It's looking like this one's going to push to overtime. We have another parallel ride on the edge of the mat.
And that'll be 5. Excellent riding by Shane Roddy.
That was a tough ride on top. Let's see if it pays dividends in this overtime period.
All right, so takedown wins this match. And that'll be 3 points for the team score, whichever wrestler gets this takedown.
Brother Martin taking their time to get back to the center. Perhaps they are more fatigued. Let's see. They had a nice takedown earlier. Let's see if Jesuit can return the favor. Kind of charging in. Good shot on the edge. Got to be careful he doesn't give up a leg.
Needs to know where he is again.
Here.
That's looking
That's
like
very close. He's got to hook the legs.
that will be
and
a takedown.
3-point takedown.
Wow.
All right.
What a match for junior Shane Roddy.
Final score 8-5. Great match from both young men here. That's 3 points to the home team, evening the dual score at 6-6.
Okay, and that'll bring us to the 120-pound weight class. The 120-pound weight class is sponsored by the New Orleans Wrestling Club. New Orleans Wrestling Club is a developmental wrestling program with a goal of introducing the sport of wrestling in a fun and high-energy environment. For club information, reach out to New Orleans Wrestling Club at gmail.com.
All right, 120 here.
All right, so we have 2 returning placers in this match. Of course, you have 3-time runner-up Michael Barnett and sophomore Martinez, who got 4th at 106 last year.
All right. Looked like Barnett from Jesuit there was trying to go upper body, dig some underhooks, kind of horse his opponent around. He knows he's the bigger and older man here. Hanging on the head is Jesuit. Brother Martin doing a good job clearing. Little half shot attempt out of a bad tie there from Brother Martin. Jesuit scooting him towards the edge. Good job reversing position there from the Brother Martin man.
Yeah, so these are definitely two very seasoned wrestlers, and I know that they just are always wrestling. Martinez got 4th at the Super 32 early entry in Texas this fall.
Great reshot to the right, to his left-hand side from Barnett there.
And that'll be a takedown for Jesuit.
Lock and is able to trip his opponent down to the mat. Well done. He had been looking for that sort of sequence all match. He was standing up straight in his stance, trying to get those underhooks shucked up deep. Now he's got his right leg in on top, a cross-body ride here. He's going to look to go under his opponent's near arm there, as he looks for now. Sucking it back. He'll try to slip in a bar arm, most likely. Yes, and he does. Got his opponent down flat. The legs come out. Let's see if he can find an angle to get a turn here. Barnett is very good on top. He uses all of his extremities like extra hands, and you'll see that. He'll use his arm, his knees to collect the hands and wrists of his opponent. Potentially dangerous there. The
good
bar,
call.
Yep, good call. The bar slipped out and came up a little high. Referee wisely stopped it.
There's a reason that exists.
And we've got blood time here. Looks like Barnett's bleeding from perhaps the mouth. Can't tell from here.
Yeah, so this could be a match we see again. Unsure if Martinez will be dropping to 113 as the year goes on, but they definitely could meet up in the coming weeks as we go into Ken Cole and the Classic. Interesting season this year with Ken Cole being before the Classic.
Yeah, oh, wow, I didn't realize that. That is weird.
It's because it's short, I think, the year.
Okay, yeah, it is. State's early, Mardi Gras early. Probably a good thing the wrestling season is too long at the collegiate and high school levels, in my opinion.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm from the era, and I guess you are too, where we sometimes had state after Mardi Gras,
yeah,
which was painful.
Brutal.
But fortunately, these guys don't ever have to worry about that.
So it looks like it was Barnett's eye, kind of high cheek, lower eye there. We'll see if that bleeds again. All right, Brother Martin getting set on bottom. Jesuit covered on top here. Brother Martin up to his feet.
Quickly,
great stand
too,
up.
I'll add.
Barnett drops down to a leg. He's going to try to finish here and get him back down to the mat. Trying to bring up the single leg to a high
5 seconds
single.
left.
5 seconds short time. Smart to go under the leg here to keep control. Well done there, but very crafty defense there from
great
the Brother
first
Martin
period,
wrestler.
too.
Yes, 3-0, but that was a competitive first period.
Barnett immediately selecting to go down. Probably looking to take the quick point and then getting another takedown.
Yeah, he's good for a reversal or two in most matches.
Well, he does love
there
being on top.
He hits a switch there, so he kind of got up to a seated position, kind of pushed back into the Brother Martin opponent who was caught on his heels, and then was able to hit a switch there for an easy reversal. Up 5-0 is the senior from Jesuit. As previously mentioned, he's a 3-time runner-up at the Division I state tournament. There are not many of those. Looking to finally get it done in his last season here as a Blue Jay.
Yes, a bridesmaid several times.
Again with the cross body ride is Jesuit.
Yeah,
right
when Mike gets
in.
bored with the upper body, he goes to legs.
Yes, he does, and
he's lethal with both.
He is, and he's mean. He's mean with this ride. It is not fun to be under him here. Winging the hips over. He's going to look to collect the chin of his opponent and drag him across the mat as he's doing.
And yeah, as you're saying, mean.
Yep, not fun. Not fun. He's using his own chin to
Ooh,
capture his
and this
opponent's
could be
chin.
a fall for the
Yes, he
Jays.
does. We're in a north-south position here. He's got a lot of time to work. I'd expect this to be done. Yes, sir.
That'll be 6 points for Jesuit.
There we go. It was a good match while it lasted, but the senior prevails in the end. Again, he's very dangerous on the mat.
Some very big bonus points for the Jays as we go into what I think is the match of the night. The 126-pound weight class.
All right, who we got?
The 126-pound weight class is sponsored by the Shields family. Smoothie Kings, located at Vets and Power, Vets in Clearview, West Esplanade, and Loyola. Go see Jason Shields and his team. And this was a finals match last year at State 120 pounds last year. Scott Cascio and Max Belsom. Scott Cascio, a 2-time state champion, looking to be a 4-timer. And interestingly enough, he has won both of his titles, beating a Jesuit Blue Jay in the finals. Upsetting a Jesuit Blue Jay in the finals.
Well, personally, I do not like that statistic, but it is impressive.
Yeah.
So Cascio is the rangier and it looks to be the bigger of the wrestlers here. Belsom relies on a lot of level changes, a lot of pawing at the head, a lot of motion. It looks like Cascio is a little more square in his stance, willing to kind of hold position a little more. You see kind of the up-down movement, level changes dropping to a knee from Belsom here. He's a guy who likes to dart in on quick attacks. He's backed up the Brother Martin wrestler to the edge, shoots him out of bounds, who wisely circles back in. Ref says, keep wrestling, keep wrestling.
Yeah, Scott Cascio just this past weekend won the Melissa Open in Dallas, Texas. Max Belsom did not wrestle in the Louisiana duels. I think he was sick.
All right, pawing at the head is Belsom. Cascio with a couple little, just slight level changes, getting Belsom to bite there and sprawl. Nothing doing. No real committed attacks from either guy right now. On their knees, both of them, forehead to forehead. Elbow control 2-on-1 for Cascio. He's looking for a go behind. Sweeps to the other side. He's going to try to dump it. He's close to a takedown.
Not yet, though.
Belsom keeps the shin whizzer. Casio's going to shelf that across his hips. That's going to make it tough to hold on to that
The whole
whizzer.
gym is getting excited for this one. As we have a little bit more than 30 seconds left.
Belsom going through
getting a little
for a
funky.
And not able to turn the corner. Cascio still in on a leg. He's got a sort of low lift position on Belsom here, who is suspended in air. He's got to be careful he's not put into danger here. So Cascio is going to continue trying to sit him back. Referee calls a stalemate.
So,
all right, good little flurry there.
Fitz, I'll give you a fun stat. So both these wrestlers went to the Super 32 tournament in Texas this offseason,
Yep.
and they were in the same weight class. They didn't meet up, but Scott Cascio got third, and Max Belsom got second.
Wow. Well, they look to be pretty evenly matched so far. Pawing at the head is Jesuit. Referee is going to warn him for that. Too much cat pawing. Cascio from Brother Martin shot off the whistle, kind of half commit. Nothing doing. We got 1 second left. We're going to go to the second period.
All right.
Brother Martin has choice.
What a first round.
Yeah, great.
That
great
was
scramble.
I mean, that was great wrestling. A little funky from Jesuit,
Yep.
but you love good scrambles.
Yeah, and you can tell that the Jesuit Blue Jays work on that position there with that whizzer and then going to the ankle pass. Nearly were able to convert it, but a great job by Brother Martin coming through, finding that leg almost into like a force roll or Wayne's roll position that ended up being a stalemate off of that low lift. So Jesuit set on bottom here. Brother Martin's covering on top. Quick turn in from Jesuit. Brother Martin's wise to it, breaks him back down. Jesuit back up to a quad pod. Wrong side ride from Brother Martin here. He's on a claw. Jesuit up to their feet. Brother Martin attempting to lift and return. He thinks better of it, and he
that'll
cuts
be an
him.
easy one for Jesuit. Scott Cascio said, let's go ahead and dance on neutral.
All right. Back on our feet, 1-0 Jesuit.
So this is going to be a great weight class to watch all year long. You also have Caleb Kirk from Catholic, who won as a freshman last year.
Yep.
I mean, man, the Louisiana Classic title at this weight is anybody's game.
Great low single from Cascio there. Timed it perfectly.
Oh, that is a quick 3 awarded.
Referee gives it 3, but a quick reversal
for
from
Max.
Jesuit.
Wow.
All right, scores tied 3-3.
Man, both of these guys just wrestling with absolute heart.
Every position these guys are wrestling through. They're not just stopping at the first move and trying to figure out what comes next. You can see the chain wrestling happening in real time.
They don't relent. I mean, neither of them.
Jesuit trying to collect a wrist here, the opponent's left wrist. They are sitting on the opponent's left side trying to hook the ankle. Cassio's starting to come up. He's on his feet here. And Jesuit wisely runs him out of bounds.
All right, a little bit more than 30 seconds in this second period.
3-3 the score here at 126. Rematch of the state finals from last year.
Having watched Casio a lot over the years, one thing I do know is while he sometimes looks like he's huffing and puffing, he is always composed. Neither of these wrestlers will get tired in this match.
Yeah, it doesn't appear to be the case. Casio's up to his feet again, though. He's going to get an escape here and go up 4-3. 30 seconds left in the period. Let's see if we've got any action for the end here. Pawing at the head, side-to-side movement from Belsom. He's got to be careful, though, because that side-to-side is what Casio timed that low single off of earlier. Can't get too predictable.
Ooh, and wow.
Nice little jump over on the edge.
Yeah, that was athletic.
No points.
10 seconds left, or 9 seconds left.
Looks like they're content to ride it out. And they will. We're going to go into the third period here.
All right.
Brother Martin's choice. They will choose down.
If you paid for this dual meet, this match was worth it.
So Jesuit's going to cut him, and I think that's wise. We're going to be back to our feet here.
All right, so Jesuit looking to score a takedown.
They are down 5-3. They would need a takedown to win it here with the Blue Jays. 2 minutes on the clock, and we're back on the feet here. Again, lots of motion from Belsom here, pawing at the head, kind of darting in and out. Casio, though, holding position, doesn't move his feet too much, trying to catch wrists as Belsom comes in and out.
Yeah, Casio's definitely the more composed. Max Belsom definitely a little bit more bouncy and
two very
springy.
Very different styles here. Both effective, obviously. This has been a great match. Great left side sweep single from Casio there. Again, timing the bounce in and out of
heavy
Max
whizzer
Belsom.
from Belsom.
Yep, let's see if he can create some magic again.
Ooh, Casio going up to the head.
And this is going to be close. Belsom is near to getting out, but Casio's going to hop over, and he's going to put him on his back.
Oh, wow.
No near fall, near fall.
Belsom avoids the near fall, but he's not in the green yet.
It for now, so Casio's trying to scoop that leg of the cradle there. He's secured the takedown, so he's up 8-3
50 seconds
here.
To go.
And now he's got that leg hooked. He's going to try to get both knees behind that leg of Belsom's and take him over. This is an extremely uncomfortable position for the Blue Jay wrestler.
And now the ref will be counting swipes as Scott Casio is scoring near fall here. 30 seconds left.
Trying to get out of bounds. All right. 4 near fall.
Wow. And that'll bring it to a major. Scott Casio has scored bonus now if he can keep the score.
Max has got to sell out for a reversal here to try to limit the major, limit the damage. Caution on the bottom man. Hands not far enough apart, I guess. Get a reset. I think both guys are.
All right, so 24 seconds left.
Short time to make something happen from Belsom. He tries a little forward roll. Casio is wise to it. Scrambling around on bottom there. Tight waist half for Casio. 10 seconds left. 5 seconds left. Looks like that's going to do it.
And Scott Casio will defend his title as he majors his finalist opponent from last year, Max Belsom from Jesuit.
So a very competitive match there.
We'll see these two guys wrestling that match again this year.
Yeah, great match. Look forward to it.
All right. Now on to our 132-pound weight class, which is sponsored by Chad Ravanack and Alliance Insurance. Alliance is ready to save you money on all your insurance needs, including homeowners, flood, auto, boat, life, health, and benefits. Give Chad a call.
All right, 132 here.
All right, so from 132, we have Brady Hunter from Jesuit, a senior for the Jays, and Logan Lopez, a freshman for the Crusaders.
Despite being a freshman, the Brother Martin wrestler is clearly the more muscular guy. Now, that's no surprise with Brady. He doesn't outmuscle many of his opponents. Kind of a lanky physique there, kind of an awkward motion. Takes a low single off the whistle, close to giving up an easy takedown go behind here, but he's trapping that elbow. He's got to be careful. lat whip from the freshman. He's got Hunter on his back, and he's in deep trouble.
And that looks tight. I mean, it looks painful. You can see Brady Hunter's face.
All right, Hunter gets off his back, but that's going to be 4. So 7-0 hole.
Ooh, straight to a bar.
30 seconds into the first period here.
Doesn't get the bar.
Man, this does not look like a freshman.
Logan Lopez has some, he's got some resume. It says he just got 5th this last weekend at the Melissa Open. He's definitely excited, looking to score some points for his team.
Well, he's doing it. He is doing it. He's got a, looks like a ball and chain locked up on the top here. That's where he's got his opponent's wrist trapped between his legs. He's going to try to hoist the hips over his opponent's head here to score. Still keeping it trapped, running around the front side. He's going to hook the near side ankle. About 30 seconds left. Hunter's got to do something to get him off of that wrist.
Hunter looking for the ankles, kind of grabbing, looking to make some motion.
I think he's doing anything he can to try to slow this down.
20 seconds left in the first.
His wrist is still trapped. Jesuit wrestler's left wrist has been trapped beneath him this entire time. Brutal crossface from the freshman on top here. You love to see it. Building to his base is Hunter, but it's going to be too little too late here. The period's almost over. All right.
Man, if you're Nick Shields and the Brother Martin coaching staff, you're excited about having this freshman the next few years.
No kidding.
This kid came into one of the biggest dual meets of the year and did not show any hesitation, especially against the senior.
Somebody's bleeding.
All right, so we'll have a little blood time here. So, I mean, I said it before, but just to reiterate the significance of this duel, I mean, you have two crosstown rivals, two of the best tenured programs in the state. Jesuit, the three-time returning champions. Brother Martin having won 9 of the 11 before that. This is an exciting duel. Can't say it enough.
Clash of Titans. All right, we're going to get started here again. Brother Martin freshman chooses the bottom position. Senior from Jesuit looking to cover on top. Referee making sure they're set the right way.
And people
here.
are still coming through those doors.
Yeah,
man.
they are.
Working late.
Switch off the whistle up to a quad pod. He's close to getting out here. Hunter's got to be careful he doesn't give up that leg, and he will.
Probably be two for the Brother Martin.
Tries to take him backwards in kind of a Merkel attempt. Nothing doing, though. Gives up the reversal. Down 9-0 is Jesuit here. Let's see if we have any more escape chance to get an escape off bottom. First period, we weren't able to really generate anything. He's in a sit-out position as Jesuit right now. Freshman's a little
and Brady
high.
Hunter with the head hunt.
But Brother Martin freshman slips the far boot in and is able to reset his hips. This is a seasoned freshman. I can't say it enough.
Yeah, what a great rider. I mean, he hasn't really made a mistake before that.
Hunter's got to get his belly off the mat, get a knee up under him here. Wrist ride on top.
Yeah, and this freshman looks every bit of 132. I mean,
another sit-out attempt. Now trying to wing him over.
Wow. Good call by the ref there.
Potentially dangerous, taking the arm too high up, too far behind.
He got excited. He smelled blood in the water.
I don't blame him.
Everybody wants to be a hero in this duel.
Tight waist chop off the whistle from the freshman, breaks down the senior to his belly.
A little bit more than 30 seconds left in the second period.
Another sit out. He's got to watch he doesn't get sucked back here where his opponent pulls him backwards over his own hips. He does not. Gets back to the
Brady Hunter making some motion.
Position, but freshman from Brother Martin's got to be careful here. He can put himself in danger if he's not careful.
Yeah, this is an interesting one. You don't see this every day.
Yeah, kind of a crab ride. Able to ride it through, though. Good composure there. It was hairy for a second.
Definitely. All right, that'll be it for the second period as we go into the third period of the 132-pound weight class. Your team score is still 10, Brother Martin, 9, Jesuit.
Somebody's bleeding again.
And the match score, 9, Brother Martin, 0, Jesuit.
Another blood timeout here.
At least it's not a nose bleeding. It does come back. Probably just a little blood in the gums from one of them cross faces.
Nobody makes me bleed my own blood. All right, set on bottom. Tight waist chop again off the whistle. Breaks down the Jesuit opponent flat to his belly. His left arm is trapped against his side here. Brother Martin somewhat creating an angle on top here, staying in what we call that Oki ride, where they're hooked over the near ankle. Same side that their body's on, they're hooking that ankle. It acts like an anchor for the opponent when they try to stand up, which you can see now as Hunter tries to turn away, but his foot is trapped.
Yeah.
Just makes it that much more difficult to get to your feet.
Yeah, and I mean, Logan Lopez, clearly a great wrestler on top.
He's been great everywhere.
He's got to be careful about getting warned right here for stalling. But that'll be the attempt, and brought down, locking hands, freshman mistake. So that'll be a point for Jesuit.
If we can score one more point this period, then they'll get away with just a decision and not a major decision. The score is now 9-1. 8 points difference makes a major decision. So an escape, which he's going to give. All right, interesting.
All right, so they give away the major, probably to get a takedown and secure it. Let's see if Brady Hunter can fight off the freshman Lopez.
9-2. Hunter in on a low single.
A quick shot from Brady Hunter.
He's going to have to limp that arm out or shelf the leg. So good whizzer from the freshman here. Hunter needs to be careful he doesn't get winged over here. He's giving it to his opponent.
Oh, and Logan Lopez said, "No, sir."
Jesuit in the bottom position, but holding on to the leg. I don't know that he knows he was scored on there. I think he may think that he's still in the fight.
30 seconds left. The scoreboard reads 12-1, which I believe is correct.
Well, if he can convert this takedown.
Or 12-2, because the escape.
Correct. If Hunter can convert this takedown, he would again get rid of the major decision, which would be huge for the team score. He's got to come up with it. Got to get his hips under his shoulders here, but Brother Martin is wise to it. He can roll him through here if he commits to it hard, rolling to his left, and he does. He's got to turn into his opponent's hips, though.
And he will, and he'll get Logan Lopez on his back. Wow, let's see what they call here. So reversal to near fall won't be enough to get rid of the major, and that'll be a major for Brother Martin. Excellent match for that freshman.
Great match by the freshman from Brother Martin. He's going to be a problem for the whole state.
Yeah. We'll be seeing that guy and hearing his name in the coming years. All right.
Good grit from Hunter not to give up there. Almost got back in the ring with a late fall at the end there. Maybe with a little more time on the clock, we could have seen some magic happen, but not this time.
All right, and that will bring us to the 138-pound weight class. The 138-pound weight class is sponsored by Melba's Restaurant with 2 locations in New Orleans, known for its delicious southern cuisine and warm hospitality.
Who we got?
All right, so from Brother Martin, you have, it looks like Keith Hodge, and from Jesuit, Bassam Al-Hariri.
All right, so.
Yeah, that's Keith Hodge.
And Bassam, a senior. Good outside shot from Brother Martin there. Kind of surprised himself by getting so deep. Rolls through it. Now he's in on a single leg. Sat back to the mat. He's got the leg hooked. He's in excellent scoring position here. It's just not quite there. Bassam needs to get his hips back under him. He's not going to be able to. 3 points takedown for the Brother Martin wrestler.
So Keith Hodge, a well-touted sophomore, definitely a tenured sophomore for Brother Martin. And I didn't know that he was down at 138.
Well, he looks every bit the part. Looking for a bar arm tilt. He's got the reinforced bar here, meaning he's got his opponent's wrist trapped under his belly, as well as his arm through the crease of the elbow, as you can see here. So he's going to try to pull him towards himself there. Let's go of it. Now he's got 2-on-1 wrist ride. He's going to try to run his opponent over his wrist to get the wrist back down near the belly. unable to do so. Bassam from Jesuit slowly building his base back up, gets run over a chop again. Back up to his knees. See if he can get back to his feet here. Nothing so far. Bar arm on the opposite side now for Brother Martin. Again reinforced with that wrist under the belly.
Yeah, so I believe Keith Hodge started the year at 150, and he's definitely had some big-name wins so far at 150 and I guess 144. So the 138-pound weight class should shake out to be a great weight for him.
Staying on that bar, no longer reinforced. He's going to try to get his opponent's arm across his own waist there.
And that is painful looking. Ref calls potentially dangerous.
Yep.
It was a good call. That shoulder looked close.
Anytime you see that arm raised in a straight line behind the opponent, you're going to see that potentially dangerous, or you should at least. The onus is on the top wrestler there to keep the arm in a safe position. So another tight waist chop off the whistle here. He's riding on his opponent's right side.
And that'll do it for the first period.
All right, first period, 3-0, Brother Martin.
Your team score, by the way, 14 Brother Martin, 9 Jesuit. The Jesuit student section, or the Gizzard as they call it, been relatively silent the last couple matches.
Not much to cheer about. Now, Jesuit's on top here. Brother Martin chose down. They've got their opponent broken down flat. They are also working a bar arm. That has been the flavor of the month, of the duel, I should say. Both teams are working for bar arms constantly. He's got to keep his opponent's belly down here. If he stays up high like that with the bar, the opponent's going to get his hips out. He does break him back down flat to the mat, but he has to give up the bar arm to do so. Running over a wrist on the left-hand side is Jesuit. Rolling it out is Brother Martin, trying to get the Jesuit wrestler off of his wrist. And he does. He's up to his knees now. Switching sides is the Jesuit wrestler, but Brother Martin's back up on their feet. Jesuit's going to try to run him out of bounds here, not able to do so.
That'll be one for the Crusaders.
That's an escape for Brother Martin.
Yeah, I got to give it to the Brother Martin student section. They seem to have they seem to be equal to the Jesuit.
Wow, they shot at the same time there, clashed heads. Brother Martin came out on top, but I think we're going to see injury here.
Little headbutt. Hope he's all right.
Yeah, totally incidental. They both level changed and shot into each other at the same time. Brother Martin had a little more momentum, so they won the match of the freight train there.
Usually when you got to be worried about a head clash is when the wrestler doesn't move. Bassam already sitting up. Trainer obviously asking him the concussion protocol questions probably.
Yeah, may have just gotten cracked in the nose there. That's happened 1,000 times to anybody who's been on the mat. Not a fun feeling.
Definitely. The new headgear, though, has like that extra third pad in the front. I like that.
Yeah, you saw Barnett wearing it. It's kind of like a concussion plate. There was a guy from North Dakota State, multiple-time All-American in Division I, who always wore a concussion plate like that and always looked like such a goober, but I bet you his opponents hated it.
Yeah, I mean it's way cooler than like the full-on concussion hats that look like the rugby hats where your hair sticks out the sides.
All right, Bassam says he will fight on. His nose is indeed quite red. I believe he got smashed. Let's see what he's able to do here. So the takedown was awarded despite the injury time.
Funky position. Bassam looking to step over.
He needs to not get greedy here.
And that'll be one.
Good, Wise. 7-1. Got some points on the board. Let's see if we can see a momentum shift here.
Man, neither wrestler was relenting yet.
2-on-1 for Jesuit. And that's the kind of strategy they need. The Brother Martin wrestler has shown that they are clearly faster as they shoot in for another outside single.
A good shot. If you're Bassam, you want to grab an ankle, keep something.
Got to trap those ankles, trap an arm. Got to do something to keep your opponent from coming all the way out.
15 seconds. Let's see if he can fight off this takedown from Keith Hodge.
Getting close to a takedown here, and
that'll be a takedown for Brother Martin.
Right as time expired in the period there. 10-1 is the score.
So Brother Martin has secured the major. We're in the third period now. Jesuit has choice. Jesuit takes top. You don't see that all the time. Coach Jono must have liked what he saw.
I think Coach Furman made that call. I was watching. Perhaps there's a trick up his sleeve.
We know who to blame if it doesn't work.
Amen. All right, quick escape for Brother Martin and a reshot coming up to a seatbelt position. Snapping down. They're going to look for a go behind here. Clearly one step ahead in the agility.
Front headlock again.
Jesuit's got to control that elbow. They're unable to do so. Head in the hole to a near side cradle for Brother Martin here. This is dangerous territory.
Does he have it locked? I can't tell.
Locked. It is locked. It is locked.
All right.
Trying to force the senior over. He's close.
He hasn't broken it yet, but it looks like he will. Oh, Bassam says no.
All right,
he
Jesuit
fights out.
Able to get out of that against all odds.
14-1, so you got to be weary of the tech now if you're Jesuit.
Let's see if he can convert to a reversal of his own here. He's trying to come out the back door in a low lift. You can tell he's struggling to stay up there. He comes back down.
1 minute left in the third. 14-1, Brother Martin.
Brother Martin sprawling over the top. Going to be tough to go anywhere here. Head down, shallow on the leg. Stalling on Jesuit for just holding on to the leg, I guess.
Headgear coming off.
He's got to watch
Wrestler's
the bundle
still
here.
fighting.
Bassam has got to be careful. The Brother Martin doesn't reach under. Wrestler doesn't reach under and grab his elbow with both hands there. Doesn't look like he's going to.
Oh, and go butcher, yeah. 20 seconds left.
He's looking for it now.
Jesuit senior Bassam fighting off the tech so far. And sophomore Keith Hodge from Brother Martin looking to get this cradle again as he brings it back. 2 seconds. Not quite, but man, what a match from sophomore Keith Hodge.
Great match.
Remarkable. All right. That will bring our team score to 18 Brother Martin, 9 Jesuit. As we go into the 144-pound weight class. The 144-pound weight class is sponsored by Vinny's Caddyshack Bar and Grill. Caddyshack has been a Metairie staple for nearly 30 years. Also, Vinny's Sports Bar and Grill offers some new, fun, and exciting concepts to an old staple.
All right.
So this is a guy I know you know. Quinn McDermott from Brother Martin, a senior, and their most tenured starter. He's been a 4-year starter for the Crusaders versus Jesuit senior Sal Signorelli.
All right. Brother Martin looking for an underhook here, powering through. So he's typically a very slick wrestler, likes to be real smooth, ducks and things of that nature. Went upper body out the gate, though. Now he's trying to snap down the Jesuit wrestler to a front headlock. Takes a nice reshot as the Jesuit wrestler is forced to come out of that headlock. Coming up for a low lift finish here. We'll see if the Jesuit wrestler is able to get creative and kind of draw things out.
Yeah, Quinn's a returning state runner-up, so you're not going to be able to do any real tricky stuff on him.
He is good. I am speaking from experience. I have wrestled with him before. He is a talented kid and he works hard. 3 takedown from the low lift finish there for the Brother Martin wrestler. He also has a bar arm, shocker.
Yeah, so speaking of Super 32 wrestlers or guys who went to that tournament this fall, Quinn won it.
No surprises there. Super 32 qualifier.
Qualifier, yes, the early entry Texas one.
Important distinction.
Yes, very important. My bad.
And he's running that bar arm over. Got to be careful with the arm here. It's getting kind of high. And he will take him to his back. Let's see what kind of fight the Blue Jay has off of his back.
Quinn adjusting, getting it tighter.
Hopping sides to stay perpendicular here. He's got the wrist trapped, you can see. Tough sledding for the Jays here. 20 seconds just about. Ten seconds.
Quinn doing a good job knowing where he is, keeping toes in.
Impressive fight from the Blue Jay here. He's going to survive the period.
All right, we're going into the second period. Jesuit will have choice. All right, Jesuit choosing neutral.
Interesting choice. I like it, though. More time for action. Back in that front headlock, this time standing. Snaps him down to the mat, does Quinn. Looking for that head in the hole reshot. Doesn't get it. Now his head is buried, too. They're in an equal position here. Both guys ear to ear, heads buried on the mat. Let's see who comes out. Nice reshot there. Little knee pull single.
Sal Signorelli in the scoot.
Yes, sir. Also known as a crackback. So Quinn's trying to get his head underneath the leg of his opponent here to prevent himself from being lifted over. Sal's doing the wrong thing here coming over the top. That's going to give him the takedown here as he works his way out the back door. Needed to stay heavy on the hips there, keep his opponent's head buried, unfortunately.
All right, so that'll bring the match score to 10-0 with a little bit more than a minute. Quinn McDermott not letting up, going right back to work on top.
Right leg in, looking for a power half.
I have a feeling that's why Jesuit took neutral, because this guy is a hammer on top.
He's a hammer in all positions. Parallel ride now, although he still has that right boot in. Let's see if he tries to turn the hips.
.33 seconds left.
Not much going on here. Slipping that right boot
Sal
back in.
Signorelli trying to slip below Quinn's leg. Loses it. Quinn McDermott, definitely a good leg rider.
Interestingly here, McDermott's left leg is the one that's in, but he's taking him to the left as well. You don't usually see that. There we go. He swaps over. He'll have an easier time turning the hips here. Sal's got to keep fighting the hands off the head.
Didn't break the plane.
Good.
Match stays 10-0. Third period. Brother Martin's choice.
Somebody's bleeding again. Yep, looks like a blood timeout. Some blood on the mat from somebody. Not sure who it is.
All right, so Brother Martin definitely taking the momentum in these early matches. You know, historically, Brother Martin's always got good lightweights. Jesuit historically has good heavyweights. So
recent history. The last decade. Before that, this was definitely a lightweight. The decade prior to that, I should say. We were
man, the last decade, Jesuit has definitely been the heavyweight powerhouse.
Including Spencer Lanoska, current Division I wrestler for Navy, whose dad is in the stands over there. As well.
Three-time state champ. You have three-time state champ Perry Gansey, two-time state champ Corey Dublin, all heavyweights. One-time state champ Dom Carmelo, another heavyweight. And then I'm thinking Zach Creel, a runner-up at heavyweight.
Yep. Great crop there. All right. Back to the wrestling. Jesuit starts in the bottom position. Double boots in for the Brother Martin wrestler. He's got his opponent's hips elevated off the mat. That puts a ton of pressure on the opponent's lower back. Sal's able to claw his hips back down to the mat, get the boots out, but he's given up a bar here. Let's see if McDermott's able to score with it again. He's got a bar with the right hand and the wrist with the left hand. He's going to try to shelf the elbow on his hip and take him over the top. Little tough to do. Jesuit's wise to it. He's not able to pull it off.
He's doing a good job fighting off, Signorelli is.
No lack of fight in that kid.
Because this is definitely a tough ride for McDermott.
McDermott's close to taking him over in that bar arm again, this time on the right side.
With a minute left, I'd say he gets some near fall here. And yeah, the ref will swipe.
Difficult to see how close we are to a fall. Doesn't look like it's very close. But the ref is holding 4 swipes. That'll bring the score to 14-0. That's very close to a tech fall.
So if you're Quinn McDermott, you're looking to get bonus for your team. If you're Sal Signorelli, you're hoping to keep this to a major. 30 seconds left. Jesuit still fighting. Quinn McDermott needs to get on his toes there. It'll be more pressure.
He's Got to find
There
a
he
way
does.
to
There he does.
post his opponent's right arm out if he wants to get that right shoulder down.
And Jesuit has 10 seconds left to fight.
He's getting real close.
That's getting tighter.
He's getting real close.
Jesuit's still fighting.
Real close.
And that is a good spared point by Sal Signorelli. A very dominant match for Quentin McDermott.
Yep.
And we're on to the 150-pound weight class. The team score is 22 Brother Martin, 9 Jesuit. And the 150-pound weight class is sponsored by Parrish Construction and Roofing. Parrish is your trusted partner for roofing, construction, restoration, and waterproofing homes and offices in the greater Baton Rouge and New Orleans areas. Visit parrishbuilt.com. All right, 150 pounds. We have senior and team captain Anthony Cincamano and Chris Stricker, team captain and senior for Jesuit. A battle of the captains. You love it.
Two lanky guys going at it here. Stricker, high velocity, lots of movement, similar to Belsom earlier, but perhaps even more so. Great right side high crotch, right hand high crotch, I should say, to his opponent.
Yeah, so Chris Stricker is he's definitely one of the bigger names for Jesuit. He's had a lot of success this year. He does tend to start matches out slow.
Not this time. He secures a takedown off that high crotch, up 3-0.
So he's looking to get some rally points for the Jays.
He throws both boots in. Brother Martin rolls through. No near fall. Now we've got both boots in.
All right.
Switching to just the right leg. He's got the hips kind of partially turned. Let's see if he's able to wing him over. He'll throw his weight towards his left side and try to get his opponent's hips, I should say, to turn with him.
Yes, his hips don't have opponents.
There's a joke in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Parallel ride from Jesuit on top here.
A minute left.
Sneaking the leg back in is Stricker, and he's got the hips starting to turn here. This is the beginnings of near fall, so now he's got to keep those hips cranked over the top. He allows the opponent to come back as he tries to collect a bar arm with his left arm there. And Jesuit desperately needs some bonus out of their senior here.
30 seconds left. I got to say, maybe it's these headphones, but the student sections sound very well behaved. Usually they're taunting each other at this duel.
Well, there hasn't been much to taunt for if you're Jesuit lately.
Right, true. Perhaps I spoke too soon. We'll see.
Again, more of the same. Looking for a bar arm. Coming perpendicular now, but too close to the edge of the mat.
And that'll do it for the first period.
Oh, not a good move by Brother Martin there. Luckily, it was the end of the period for them. They hopped over the top and put themselves in danger. Maybe they knew it was short time and they were just trying to make something happen. Brother Martin's choice. They defer. Jesuit takes neutral. All right. Stricker going to be looking for another takedown here.
And right to it is
Low
Chris Stricker.
Single, right off the whistle. Great timing. No hesitation. 3 points, 6-0 here.
All right, so we're going to get some more top work from Chris Stricker.
Nice roll through tilt here. He's getting swipes.
Good hold.
He's going to follow his opponent's hips back over the top here.
Adjusting.
Yep. Referee's holding 4 points because Stricker has not changed his grip on the wrist. You have to change your hold if you want to get a new set of near fall. And he does, okay? So 4 on the board. It's 10-0 for the Jesuit senior.
Oh, Stricker with the boot in.
Winging the hips over again. Got to be careful there. Got to be careful. You can get yourself in trouble if you're too zealous there.
That's what makes a good leg rider.
An absolutely brutal half on top here. He's getting swipes. He's going to be close to getting a fall here. Just settles his hips out. This is a terrible position to be in for Brother Martin.
We'll see if Jesuit can get this bonus.
Stricker's got to make sure that that left arm of his opponent isn't able to snake through there.
Which it does.
It does. So he gets 4 more near fall. That's 14-0.
Cincamano giving us some extra match for this one.
Yep, Stricker's in a scoot position now after Cincamano threatened a reversal. He still is. He's in on a leg now. Still in this crack back or scoot position here. Stricker's got to get his opponent's right shoulder over his right leg if he wants to be able to sit the corner and capture his opponent's hips. kind of a moot point because he's technically the top man here.
Yeah.
Cincamano staying on that leg, trying to square up.
And I think he'll lose it here. No?
Nope, he's on it, still on it. Back to the scoot position.
Here, Cincamano needs to get his right arm over.
He's trying to hop over, cover the hips. He's not going to have enough time to do so as that period ends. We will go to the third period. It'll be Brother Martin's choice. It is 14-0 Jesuit. A takedown is a tech, an escape from Jesuit's attack. All right, on the feet. So Stricker takes him down. It's a tech fall. If he takes him down directly to his back, he has the opportunity to score a fall.
All right. Unless he hooks this,
he's got to put him on his back immediately if he wants the opportunity to get the pin here. Because if he secures the takedown, it'll be just the tech fall.
Stricker is a smart guy. I know he knows that. And this will be a 5-point match for the Jays.
All right, 17-0 final score.
And the team score will now be 14 Jesuit, 22 Brother Martin, as we go into the 157-pound weight class. The 157-pound weight class is sponsored by Gentilly Vision Source, the best doctor's insight. Go see Dr. Klemenakis and his family-friendly staff for all your eye care needs. Visit gentillyvisionsource.com. All right.
157.
So 157, you have senior team captain Josh Lara, a returning fourth-place starter from last year for the Crusaders. He's been injured most of the year. He had his first weekend back this last weekend at the Louisiana Duels. And from Jesuit, you got sophomore Charlie Montgomery. Definitely an exciting sophomore.
Gives up the early takedown on a little drag go behind here. Fought it for a good long time, but was not able to get the hip separation necessary to stave off the takedown. Like you were saying, Montgomery, a promising sophomore, but at the end of the day, he is a sophomore. He is still gaining experience here. But that being said, he's good, and he's got a lot of fight. He's not going to give up in any position or in any match. So let's see what happens here.
Yeah, so I definitely think we've been seeing a little lineup switching around from the Crusaders tonight.
I think you are correct.
Because Lara's somewhat of a 150-pounder.
Yeah, he looks small for 157.
So
very thin.
The Crusaders think that the Knights are better in their favor this way.
He's got a good ride on top here. Jesuit's able to get to their knees. Brother Martin with that Oki ride, that ankle ride again. Trying to break him down flat. Unable to do so. Jesuit trying to get to their feet in a sit-out position here. Trying to stay in, unable to do so. We'll get a fresh start here. Jesuit will be down. All right. Bottom man set, top man cover. Wrong side lineup from Brother Martin. You love to see it.
I love a wrong side lineup.
Claw spiral, thinks better of it, transitions to a tight waist chop, able to break down the Jesuit sophomore to his stomach. Looking for a ball and chain is Brother Martin, where they have their opponents. Hammerlock, thought better of it. So they've taken the Jesuit sophomore's arm and put it across his own back.
10 seconds left in this first period.
Going to try to grab it with his far side wrist. He's not going to have enough time to do anything with it, though. Just make it uncomfortable for the man on bottom.
And
all right, in the period, 3-0 Brother Martin. Jesuit's choice, they defer. Brother Martin will choose bottom. All right. Brother Martin gets set. Jesuit covers.
that'll be a caution on Jesuit.
Yeah, false start. I thought it was Brother Martin. Referee agrees. All right. Up to their feet quickly through a quad pod stand-up is Brother Martin. They're fighting wrists. Well done on the escape there. They are up 4-0. Heavy on the head. Good
Charlie
shot.
Montgomery in on the leg quick. Doesn't get a takedown. Lara with a good go behind.
Great go behind. So Jesuit there. Nice shot. Did not turn the corner at all on their penetration. So
Lara with a deep claw.
Sitting out is Jesuit. Got to be careful we don't get sucked back here. Going to be close to the out of bounds here. Quad pod stand up, it looks like, for Jesuit. They're out of bounds.
Real confident ride from Josh Lara. A lot of motion, though, from Charlie Montgomery. We got a minute and 18 left in this second period. The match score is 7-0, Brother Martin. Another odd side start.
Yep, claw spiral. Switches sides, he's got the wrist trap, sits back to a nice little tilt here.
And he'll get near fall swipes here.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's a full 4 count there. A nice sit back arm tilt there.
That'll make it 11-0 when the ref.
Back to the parallel ride. He's still got the wrist trap, so the ref hasn't given the 4 yet, and there we go, he does. 10-0 the score of this match now.
11-0.
11-0, excuse me. 40 seconds left in this period.
Oh, and right back to it is Lara. Not sure what that was.
1.5 swipes, I'd say.
What did they stop for?
Out of bounds. Looks like one of the Brother Martin coaches has a question or a protest. I believe that is Blake Schmidt.
No, I think that's Taylor Gamble.
Taylor Gamble? Yep, you're right.
Paul Klein probably would have walked over there, but he's got a torn ACL right now.
Again?
Yeah. A different leg this time.
Oh, God. All right. Jesuit to their feet. Got to be careful with that wrist trap so they don't give up that tilt again. Right into the roll-through tilt again and getting swipes. This is going to be a tech fall. 15-0.
Great performance by Josh Lara.
Excellent.
Good to see him back. And we will now go into the 165-pound weight class, which is sponsored by Amplified Realty Group. Amplified is a real estate brokerage located in Metairie, but also services areas such as the West Bank, Baton Rouge, and the North Shore. Whether buying or selling your home or commercial property, give Amplified Realty a call. All right. Junior Isaac Aurelian for the Jays, and for the Crusaders, we'll have Hardy Pote, a junior.
I thought Aurelian was a senior this entire time.
He is not.
That is scary. All right, here we go.
Yeah, Isaac Aurelian had a great match this past weekend with one of the best wrestlers in the state, Catholic's Christian Scott, a two-timer.
Yep.
It was a 3-point match. Christian Scott bumping up for that match.
And a quick takedown from Aurelian. He has some of the heaviest hands.
Yeah, Isaac giving something for the Jesuit student section to celebrate. Isaac Aurelian, two-time returning placer, second as a freshman in the state tournament, and third as a sophomore. Hoping to make it happen this year.
And I'll give you one guess what he's doing. Looking for a bar arm.
Death, taxes, and Jesuit running bars.
Jesuit and Brother Martin, man. Catholic kids and bars. Optional start indicated by the Jesuit junior. Caution on the bottom man for his knees being too far over the line. Straight to jail.
Isaac Aurelian has listed as some of his hobbies outside of wrestling, beating Chris Stricker in Fortnite. Fun fact.
Can't wait for Stricker to hear that one. All right, nice underhook again. He's going to throw it by to the near side leg. Does Aurelian. Tries to do a big lift, unable to get it. He is back up to his feet. Good defense from the Brother Martin wrestler.
Great defense. Was worried about his knee a little bit too.
He's on the edge of the mat. Good fake gets Aurelian to sprawl. Aurelian is just stalking though. Another attack to his right side does Aurelian. He's got the ankles tied up. Nice little funk from Brother Martin there. They're able to kind of reverse the position. Now Aurelian's in a crackback. He's got the bottom man's shoulder beaten here. He's going to be close to getting a takedown if he steps over that near side leg.
And this is the part where you might see the crossface come in.
And he does. So the difference in that position versus what we saw earlier was that he was able to use his pressure to get his opponent's shoulder to slip over his thigh on the bottom, letting him cut that angle and cover the hips.
All right, 10 seconds left in period 1.
More bar arms. Bar arms for days. We've got a double bar arm here.
Isaac will wait. And we're into the second period. Jesuit should have choice.
And they will choose down. Up 6-1 is Aurelian. Nephew of head coach John Aurelian.
Son of state champion Matt Aurelian.
Amen.
Quick little Granby from Isaac.
Granby for an escape. 7-1. We're back on the feet. Aurelian stalking. Right hand collar tie. Left hand searching for the elbow. He's going to pass it by. Shoots to the right hand side. A little snatch single. He's bringing it up. Hooking the leg. Going to cover the hips here. Should be getting real close to a 3-point takedown. Just needs to get his opponent's lock to break there. There we go. 3 given. Brother Martin's got to be careful they don't put themselves in danger here.
And if you're Isaac Aurelian, you know you're one of the guys Jesuit's counting on to get bonus tonight. So, you know, you're really looking for that 6-point fall, especially with the score the way it is. Brother Martin almost doubled Jesuit's score. 27-14 in this 165-pound weight class. Match score still 10-1.
Edge of the mat. Not much happening.
Good call.
Yep.
I didn't like the way that looked.
Yep. Tight waist chop off the whistle there. Aurelian breaks his opponent down again. Flat on his belly. Looks like he's probably, I can't see, but I bet you he's got a bar arm on the left side. And he does. He's trapping the wrist on the right side. Now he's got the elbow. He's trying to shelf that elbow up in his hips.
30 seconds.
Brother Martin sacrificing the shoulder here. Brave. Aurelian trying to reach under for his opponent's wrist.
Real patient pressure from Isaac. Perhaps spoke too soon. 15 seconds left in the second period.
Illegal move, 1 point given to his opponent. 10-2 now. So the reason that was given is because the Jesuit wrestler too aggressively ran the bar and allowed the arm to go out of a safe position there.
Looking behind me, I definitely think Brother Martin might have outshowed Jesuit at this duel.
It's hard to tell from this perspective, but it's close.
It is. It really is.
But there's no doubt we are seated in a sea of red. Short time, 2, 1, and time.
All right, third period, 10-2 Jesuit. Brother Martin has choice. The Crusader coach, Nick Shields, telling the Crusader to take neutral.
All right. Lots of neutral tonight. Lots of guys picking neutral. Little right-sided sweep single attempt. Aurelian tries a little underhook throw by. Fails the first time. Goes back to it the second time. Brother Martin tries to horse him over. Unable to. Brother Martin gets the escape. We're back on the feet. Heavy club from Aurelian leads to a head inside single. We're now in a low lift position. Popping the knees over the top. Nothing doing. Scores 13-3.
Brother Martin doing a good job hanging on that ankle.
Absolutely, making things drawn out. They're trying to avoid the technical fall here.
Stalemate. All right, so we'll be back on our feet. Scores 13-3. We got a minute and 21 seconds left. Again, if you're Isaac Aurelian, you need bonus for your team here.
Staying on that head is Aurelian as he stalks.
And that'll be a take.
Close. Close, but no cigar.
That'll be a
Rolls
takedown
through.
for the Jays.
Roll through. And are we calling the technical fall? All right.
All right, a little bit of bonus. Definitely some excitement from the student section.
I think there's some confusion about the scoring here.
Brother Martin, Coach Duffy,
Not
and
happy.
Shields not happy with the way that was scored. There will be no change, though.
Can't say it's home cooking, though, because Roy Fontenelle is a Catholic High Bear. There we go. Technical fall secured. 5 points. 19-27. The good guys are losing.
All right, we are at the 175-pound weight class now. The 175-pound weight is sponsored by Stan Cottonman Law Firm. Stan has been recovering commercial and consumer debt for more than 25 years. For a free consultation, call 504-456-1491 or visit cottonmanlaw.com. All right. In this 175-pound contest, we'll have senior Sean Timler, and for Brother Martin, we are going to have senior Sal Caserta.
All right, Caserta looks to be the more muscular of the two here. Nice little step through by Timler, a la Buvasar Sativ, although he's unable to free his near arm and ends up giving up a Merkel takedown to his opponent. He's close to a reversal here, though. If he can just pop his head out, he'll have it.
Yeah, I watched a couple of Caserta's matches last weekend at the Louisiana Duels, and he did a great job. You mentioned muscles, which isn't everything in wrestling, but definitely helps.
It helps. And I've wrestled with Caserta before as well. He's good, fundamentally strong.
All right, so Sean Timler building his base.
Timler's got a great gas tank, so let's see if he's able to utilize his cardio as a weapon in this match.
All right,
Stalling
that'll be a point
called.
for Jesuit. Oh, 2 points, right? Oh, no,
Just one.
just a warning for the stall. Sean Timler, real quick to go back in on that leg.
Leaves his head behind, though. Gave up that mean crossface. He's got to do a better job about tucking his head when he's taking that shot. Snap down to a front headlock on the feet is Timler from Jesuit. High crotch. Head was down again, though, so his opponent's able to get that heavy crossface.
Sean Timler staying on him. If he scoots back,
Crack back position
gets
here.
his right hand out or lifts the leg, he could get this takedown.
So if I'm him, I'm trying to get underneath that leg, pushing his opponent's right heel away. Alternatively, he could swim for the opponent's head right here.
And he's
got
to do it.
High. There we go. He shelves the leg.
Right arm out. That'll be 3 for Jesuit.
Very good. That's a 3-point takedown all day.
All right, and Jesuit's now in the lead.
4-3. I think we've got a barn burner on our hands, ladies and gentlemen.
That's good. We haven't had one
Yeah, it's been kind of one-sided.
since
one way or the other.
126. That's what gets the student sections going. A rubber match, a tight match. Obviously, they'll cheer for their guys who are dominant.
Brother Martin defers. Jesuit will take down.
All right, so we'll see if Sean Timler can get up to his feet again like he did. Gotta say, I like Caserta's shoes.
Yeah, they're nice, man. Look like old school Asics.
Yeah.
Cotton candy.
I've seen a lot of Asics from the Brother Martin guys.
Maybe that's who their NIL deals with.
Right.
All right, tough ride on top so far from Brother Martin. He sneaks the right boot in. His hips are high, though. He's got to get his hips down a little lower. He's using his left foot to kind of hook under his opponent's shin to anchor himself. That comes out, but he's able to break the Jesuit man down flat to his belly in the meantime. He's got a wicked half Nelson with his right hand.
Yeah, that is a deep half.
Still, unless he comes perpendicular, it's going to be really difficult to turn his opponent from that position.
All right, opposite side half.
Yep, switch sides. He's got to get the hips turned if he wants near fall.
We got a bit over a minute left in the second period.
Somebody lost a shoe. Is that a shoe that came off? No, I don't know what he was just grabbing. Fontenelle had something in his hand. Looked like a shoe. Might have been his own.
I don't think I've ever seen a ref lose a shoe.
If he did, he recovered quickly. More parallel riding from Brother Martin here. But mean.
Yeah, definitely tough.
This is not a fun position.
I mean,
when you're the man on bottom, you're getting smashed.
As strong as he looks, All right. Brother Martin breaking 90, getting swipes. And now Sean Timler on his back.
That's going to be
a fall for the Crusaders.
Wow. And you hear the Brother Martin student section going wild.
All right.
As they should.
3 matches left in our night. The 190-pound weight class up next. We have the 190-pound weight class sponsored by Mandy Simoneau, CPA, and Arcement Red Gardner Benoit, LLC. For over 35 years, ARGB has been providing quality tax and accounting services to more in-depth services such as audits, financial statements, and financial planning. Visit their website at argb.cpa. All right, 3 matches left to go in the night. We have senior Quinn Anderson and junior Brennan Cascio. Quinn, a hammer for the Jays. Definitely probably leaning on him to score some big points.
Jesuit has to score major bonus in every match from here on out if they want to win this duel.
Definitely.
In on a laid-out shot is Parker.
So if I'm not mistaken, this is a match that happened already this year. I think in the Warrior Open, these two met, and I think Quinn won 14-12 over Cascio.
So we got a barn burner on our hands. Referee calls that a stalemate, probably a good call. Parker was in deep on a high crotch, but he was laid out on his belly.
Quinn, I think you're thinking of his brother.
Yep, you're right. I coached his brother, and I just think of him every time I'm coaching, talking about Quinn. He's back in on the same shot. Head is still down, though. Brother Martin's able to break the lock on the leg, and they're going to run that corner down, but Anderson able to sit up into it again, get his hands locked.
Needs to break the angle.
He is using his face as a shield, but that's only going to last for so long. And Brother Martin, if they hook that near leg, would
You'd
likely
see the 3 in the air if they do.
We're going to get close to another stalemate here.
A minute. Nothing yet. Quinn Anderson hanging on, eating that crossface. Oh, and that'll be 3 for Brother Martin.
Yes, indeed. All right, Anderson trying to build his base on bottom here. Tight waist, and it looks like an inside wrist from the Brother Martin opponent. Breaks him down flat. Now got the near side ankle hooked. Back to a parallel ride. No boots in that I can see. Running the wrist on the left-hand side, trying to drive the opponent from Jesuit over it. Jesuit rolls their wrist out. Getting up to their feet here. Let's see if Brother Martin's able to return. Careful they don't get called for stalling here.
He's getting close.
And
warned.
They do.
He's warned. Oh, man.
And into the period, so got tricky at the end there.
Little
nice
too
little
late
switch.
for Quinn Anderson there.
That's all right. We like the threat.
Yeah.
So no escape given. However, a stall warning was given. The next one would be a point.
All right, 3-0 Brother Martin in this second period. Match score of the night, team score, 33-19. Brother Martin.
Tight waist chop again. Looks like they may have a bar arm, them being Brother Martin on the left. They being Brother Martin on the left-hand side, I believe.
Did not keep it legal. That'll be 1 point for the Jays. Brother Martin guy knows what he did.
Yeah, so when you have the bar arm in, right, you cannot, as the top man, the man applying the bar arm, you cannot allow your fist to rotate to behind the actual shoulder joint, right? Because by definition, then you are taking the joint against its natural motion. So if you have the bar, you have to keep your own hand down on the small of your opponent's back, or you will give up the illegal move just like the Brother Martin wrestler just did.
All right, bottom man set. Top man covers. Quick to his feet is Anderson.
Yep. He should be content here to just keep the movement going. Keep the movement going. Just make Brother Martin continuously work. Back down on the edge of the mat here. Brother Martin with a claw on the left hand. Quad pod stand up for Anderson from Jesuit. He's trying to circle back in. Brother Martin seems wise to it though. Little knee slide attempt. He's back up to his feet. Thought about hitting a switch again, but
I'd
Brother
like
Martin's
to see it
wise to
again.
it.
A minute left in the second.
And
1 point Jesuit.
the escape given on the edge of the mat. 3-2 the score of this match. Brother Martin up. 1 minute left in the second period.
And as loud as it is right now, this is where men are made. This one really separates the boys from the men.
All right, hanging some collar ties here. Anderson trying to snap down. Not really changing his level with it, though. Brother Martin fighting for inside tie. They have a left-hand tricep grip.
Yeah,
See
that's
if
a
they
heavy
take a
knee hook.
shot. Nope, switches to a shallow underhook. Thinks better of it. Snap by Anderson. Snap by Anderson.
Now we're in an over-under.
Yep, kind of a 50-50 position. Now
Oh,
double
unders.
underhooks for the Brother Martin wrestler. Out of bounds.
All right, wrestlers set. 30 seconds left in the second period.
Anderson right back to that right
The
hand collar
Satyrs
tie.
leave this match 3-2.
20 seconds. Down in a front headlock. Anderson has him.
Oh, and that'll be
Runs
3.
behind for a takedown at the end of the match. Let's see if he can keep his opponent down. Score is now 5-3 in favor of the Blue Jay.
5 seconds left. As we said earlier, it's imperative Jesuit seeks bonus.
Yeah, so we're down by 10, 14. So we need 14 points across 3 matches to tie. To win, we would need 15. So that's 3 techs, 2 pins and a major, and
You told me before you don't venture into public math.
I just did, and I immediately regret it. All right, we're back on the feet here. Heavy underhook from Brother Martin. He's charging the Jesuit Blue Jay to the edge of the mat.
Heavy wizard from Jesuit.
A Whizzer saves him from a takedown
Anybody
there.
wins in this position.
Seatbelt position from
High
Brother
hip
Martin.
wins in this position. We'll
Jesuit
see it.
trying to hip him over.
And then
Put him on his
that's going to be a fall for Jesuit, I
It's
think.
close, it's close, it's close. He's got to stay in. Anderson's got to find a way to keep him on his back here.
He's got time. He has 1 minute and 20 seconds. That was big from Quinn Anderson.
Huge.
Brother
He needs
Martin has
settling
not
down.
submitted, though.
Settling down. He just needs to settle. He's got over a minute to work. That's it.
Brennan Cascio will remember that. That's a mistake you learn from. We'll see if Quinn Anderson can hang on to it. Out of bounds. All right.
Perhaps injury time here. I'm not sure. I think he just blew his lungs out trying to fight that. And an impressive fight it was. He was able to drag his opponent out of bounds, get close to that hardwood, which is an automatic reset.
He's definitely taking a little time to get back. Some would call him broken, but, you know, you never know. We'll see him rally.
Score is incorrect, I believe. Coach Aurelian going to the table here.
At this weight and all of the upper weights,
12-3 here.
little breaks like this matter for the stamina.
Yeah, you hate to have to do that if you're Jesuit because it allows your opponent to get a couple extra
A
breaths
rally
here.
killer, they call it.
Let's see if we can get a rally possum.
That's baseball.
All right, bottom man set. Jesuit on top. On to his feet briefly was Brother Martin.
And right back into the bar is Anderson. 50 seconds left. He's got the wrist. He's running it.
Gotta be careful there.
Oh, and they'll call potentially dangerous.
Anderson's got to keep the pressure on. He appears to be close to breaking this match open.
Jesuit student section getting loud. Quinn Anderson gave them something to excite about.
Same stand-up attempt, same return here. Let's see if he gets the bar arm again. And he does. He's got 35 seconds to make something happen here. We need a tech fall or a pin.
With the bar and the wrist, 30 seconds left.
Tell light. We can get a major here. We would need a pin in the next 2 matches, I think.
Not out of the question with the 2 guys coming up.
Oh, and he's going to take the bar arm over. He's got a double
and he's got tight. He's got time. Patience, Quinn Anderson.
4 more, 16-3.
5 seconds, he runs it again. Swipes are awarded. Will that be the tech?
That's 4 of them, I believe. 4, 20-3, technical fall. Anderson comes through big for his team. 5 points to the Blue Jays.
All right. We are now in the 215-pound weight class. The 215-pound weight class is sponsored by Lamarck Automotive Complex in Kenner. Lamarck Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in the Metro New Orleans market. There must be a reason. Visit their website, lamarck.com, or call them at 504-443-2500. And now, the 215-pound weight class for the Crusaders. You have Alex Diaz, a senior, a football player, and Connor Vargas, a senior for the Jays. Connor had a very good weekend at the Louisiana Duels this past weekend. He had some top caliber competition, wrestled some ranked guys. I think he went 5-0.
Good for him, man. He's clearly the smaller man here. Let's see if he can use agility and angles to upend his bigger opponent.
Yeah, so one thing you got to think of when you're going against a football player, which you do frequent at this weight, is they are pretty prone to getting tired if you can get past that second period mark.
Yeah, great point here. You'd love to see Jesuit kind of hanging on the head as they're doing now. Snap down to a front headlock, chasing the angle. No points, but the more that happens, the more likely you are to gas them out. Jesuit collar tie, charging him out of bounds. Getting pretty chippy in the hand fight.
Oh, yes.
You love to see it.
Both of these guys are getting a little
dirty boxing going on.
A little heated, yeah. Not dirty, but aggressive.
All right.
Besides, it's not every duel you get a great match at this weight.
Amen. And so Vargas, he's going to be looking for that snap down to that front head where he can chase the angle down.
For those new to wrestling, another thing you don't frequently see at this weight are majors and techs. Usually 215 and heavyweights are either end in falls or
decision.
A 1-point decision.
All right. 47 seconds left. Has been a lot of activity for the big kids here. Back to that front headlock. Good snap down from Jesuit.
And that'll be 3 points for the Jays. 36 seconds in the first. Connor Vargas looking to turn Diaz. Diaz needs to get his head up.
To Oki ride there. He's got the ankle on the near side. 2 hands on the wrist there. He's going to run his opponent over them. See if he can't collect it to get into some sort of wrist tilt situation, I'd imagine he's looking for. Another thing you don't see all that commonly at the big weights. Short time in the period here. I think this is how this one's going to end. 3-0. All right. Jesuit chooses down.
I'm curious what position Diaz plays in football.
Your guess is assuredly better than mine.
Connor Vargas, also a rugby player, though he doesn't play football.
I'm sure the football coaches are not happy about that.
He does list competitive hot dog eating as one of his hobbies outside of wrestling.
Nice. Well, he gets an easy escape there. Some hand fighting. Not as spirited as it was in the first period. 2-on-1, a Russian tie attempted from Brother Martin there. Vargas has got to get heavy on that head again. He's got to make some points, get on the board here. We need bonus if Jesuit wants to win this match.
Diaz fighting that snap down this time.
Yeah, he's good.
Oh, wow, go out of bounds.
Vargas has got to be careful he doesn't run his hips into his own takedown there.
Diaz is composed here.
Yep, fatigue not setting in yet, it doesn't look like. Perhaps it will not. Heavy on the head is Vargas.
Perhaps the football players missed the...
little snag single. High ankle finish here. Let's see, he just needs to take his time. No need to rush things. Treetop finish, takedown. Beautifully done. That
1
was
minute
textbook.
left in the second.
Got his opponent broken down flat here.
7-0 is the score. 33-24 is the dual meet score in favor of Brother Martin. Jesuit hoping to have an answer to that.
Yeah, Brother Martin's able to get his base somewhat underneath him here, but Vargas is keeping a lot of pressure towards the hands and elbows, it seems. I don't have a complete view here.
Yeah, we got a lot of...
All right, fresh reset.
A lot of enthusiastic Brother Martin fans.
Yeah, that's all right. I don't mind looking around.
I'm glad they came.
Oh, yeah. All right, back to the center. We're in the neutral position. Jesuit cut the Brother Martin wrestler, I believe. Looking for a quick score. Almost falls over him.
Good action.
Yeah. Jesuit student section not happy about that late push. I think it's clean.
Yeah. Let the boys play. It is a blood sport.
I'll tell you, though, as the shorter man, the Brother Martin wrestler is not scared to lead with his head. I mean, I would do the same thing.
Oh, and we have a quick snatch single from Vargas.
Wow.
Will be another takedown. That brings a score 10-1.
Great snag and high leg finish again, right at the end of the period.
Second period concludes. We go into the third.
10-1.
Brother Martin wrestler chooses bottom. Jesuit wants him up on his feet, so that's going to be a point for Brother Martin, 10-2.
We're pushing for the tech here.
All right, they know what must be done. There will be a lot riding if he gets a...
little chastising from the referee about all the pitter-patter. Right to the right hand, collar tie again. Charging in is Vargas. Let's see if he snaps him down and runs behind or hits that same snag single.
And if you're Vargas, this is where you step up and be a hero for your team.
Yes, sir. There's a lot of wrestling left. Anything could happen.
Diaz not going gently into that good night.
Nope. Right back to that snag single.
He will not get that one. He will get him down, snapped again, and that's going to be 3. All right, 13-2.
Takedown given. That was, if they were on the mat still, it was by a hair.
So he
and
needs
we're gonna cut him
2
again.
more or 3 more to get the tag? 2?
16-3. Yeah, it needs to be 2 or 1 in a turn. He's only got a minute to do it.
And there's another.
Got to cut him again.
Got to cut him here, Vargas.
Got to cut him again.
Brother Martin getting a little tired. This is where we see the football stamina. But I spoke too soon. He's right in on that leg.
He needs to attack his opponent's elbow here.
45 seconds left. And there it is.
19
That's
to
the
4,
tech for the Jays.
fall.
Team score 29, Jesuit 33, Brother Martin. We have the makings of an epic heavyweight match. This will decide the dual meet. The 285-pound weight class is sponsored by Broad Glass and the Dufford family. Broad Glass has been a trusted name in auto glass repair in New Orleans for 55 years. But that's not all they do. Broad Glass also specializes in residential and commercial glass service. Visit their website at broadglass.com or call them at 504-486-4416. Here we go. Heavyweight. Jared Adam Jr. from Brother Martin versus Senior Will Barry from Jesuit. The winner of this match deciding the dual meet.
And a Mack truck double from Jesuit to get the early takedown.
Jesuit taking neutral again.
Coach John Aurelian's telling the Jesuit heavyweight, all neutral. We don't want to mess with any mat wrestling. And so I'm actually more familiar with the Brother Martin heavyweight here. Spent more time with him on the offseason. He's no slouch. That first takedown was a gimme. I wouldn't expect many more like that.
Yeah, so I think Jared Adam and our previous Jesuit wrestler, Connor Fargus, had an early match this year. I think that ended in 7-4. Will Berry new to the mat after, well, not new to the mat, but fresh this season after return from the football field.
Yep.
And an injury last year.
And as you can see, the young man is built.
And he gets a leg quick. And now we're down. Another takedown for Jesuit.
And
Coach Jono telling him to stab a half.
He's looking to the coaching staff for direction as he's in unfamiliar territory on the mat here.
Jesuit student section getting loud. Berry runs a half. Oh, he loses it.
Gerard getting up to his feet. Nope, to his knees here.
And Berry will cut him again.
Says, let him go, let him go. Two-on-one from Jesuit, or the Russian tie on his opponent's left arm there.
All right, we got 30 seconds left.
Now look, conditioning is going to be a factor. This is a lot of output for the first period for this guy.
No doubt. Jared Roman, not a football player, probably has the leg in the stamina section, but no doubt is Will Berry more muscular.
You said Gerard Roman, I think you meant Gerard Adam.
Sorry, my bad.
Roman is a legend from the Brother Martin crowd, though.
Good
Another
catch.
takedown
My
from
bad.
Jesuit. That's all right. I'm sure Roman appreciates the shout-out. And you can hear how raucous it's getting in here.
Yeah, this dual meet did not disappoint. The best dual meet I've ever seen in my life to this day in Louisiana was actually a Jesuit Brother Martin dual meet 3 years ago.
So the more time we spend hung up in ties, the more it favors Brother Martin's gas tank here. Because the Brother Martin heavyweight has been wrestling this entire season. I expect him to have the better lungs. Underhook, left side from Jesuit here. Double underhook, but they're both real shallow. He hikes him up. He's got a body lock, maybe, and he does.
All right, and that's a takedown for the Jays.
Well done. Takes him over. Almost gets him to his back, but not quite. It's just another takedown. That's 12-2.
All right, 1:15 left in the second period. Coach Jono signaling to Will Berry to go neutral again.
Why would you change now, I say?
I gotta say, he looks great on his feet in this match.
Back to the 2-on-1. Digs an easy underhook on the left side, does Berry. Back to two
double
underhooks.
unders.
And he's gonna get,
Oh no! Oh wow! Good job rolling out. Good job.
Territory there.
Good job for Adam.
Yep. Savvy, very savvy. He knew that the Jesuit wrestler was trying to force it.
All right, so Brother Martin on top, Jesuit on bottom, 12-6, 50 seconds left in the second. Berry to get his head up. Seconds.
I think Berry is going to be content to get some breaths in down here. As I said, he builds his base, though.
All right.
Up to his feet.
I think we're up again.
All right.
13-6.
13-6. 15 seconds.
Jesuit needs at least a major. Don't force anything. Oh, but Brother Martin gets another takedown.
So Jesuit tried to force a headlock there, getting a little greedy. 13-9 now. What I say, the longer this match goes, the more it favors the Brother Martin wrestler.
4-point lead, Jesuit. Short time. I don't think we're going to see a whole lot here.
I believe we have choice.
Both guys clock watching. No, Brother Martin has choice.
All right. They're going to choose down.
All right, the Brother Martin section finding something to get loud about right now. Third period. Last period of the night.
So if this match ends in a tie, we'll go to criteria, which is first decided by the team that has more wins, and if that's the same, then it's decided by who has more falls.
Not enough time for me to figure that out and commentate, but comment.
Jesuit needs 2 takedowns, I believe, to get a major and tie it up. Gonna be tough to do when their opponent
Both
has
wrestlers
a deep
coming out of
underhook.
their stance here. Both guys clearly tired.
Looking like a more traditional heavyweight match.
Yeah.
Over-unders, pushing and pulling.
There's some breathing going on down there.
Breaths are being taken. Whoa! Blast double attempt from Barry. Tried to catch his opponent looking at the scoreboard. No takedown, but definitely gave his opponent a face full of his shoulder.
All right, 1 minute left. Both guys, a lot of fight here. Both dudes trying to be a hero for their school. Barry needs the major for Jesuit to win.
That's another point for stalling.
All right, 14-10 Jesuit.
Challenge from the coaches.
Looking at these guys' stomachs, they are both huffing and puffing.
A warning and a team point docked from Brother Martin. Now a decision ties the duel because that is the second warning on their coaching staff.
He does not need the major.
A decision ties it up. I do not know who wins criteria. We're under. Barry trying to force that headlock again. He's got to get out of there.
30 seconds left. The major is not needed.
He's got to clear that deep seatbelt.
Man, these are
underhook
two
from his
physical
opponent.
guys who are giving it their all.
I don't think the Brother Martin wrestler is aware of the new scoring situation.
10 seconds.
Over under short time. Don't force anything. The coaching staff is telling the Jesuit heavyweight.
4 seconds. 2, 1. All right, that'll be a raw tie. Jesuit excited. I guess they win.
They're acting like they won. I'm not sure.
They're probably just celebrating that victory for that match. I think everybody in this gym is unclear who just won the dual meet.
Yeah, so Coach Shields got a warning from the referee earlier in the duel, and then Coach Duffy got a second one, which is a team point docked during this match here. That's not a fun way to lose, but
I can tell by John O'Reilly's body language, I think maybe the Jays won. All right, what an epic duel meet.
All right, the Jays win on criteria.
What a great duel meet. We will see these teams battle it out in a couple weeks at the Louisiana Classic, no doubt, as we shake hands here.
And now the student sections are jawing at each other. All right, that was a fun duel.
You can't ask for a more...
All right, so we're getting the handshake down the middle here. Good sportsmanship from both teams. It was competitive throughout. Kind of an interesting duel. We had a lot of blowouts each way, and then several really, really fun barn burner matches dotted in there. The Brother Martin coaching staff is going to be kicking themselves for that team point. That's a tough loss, to swallow. All right, student section swarming the Jesuit lineup.
Good victory for the home team.
Great duel.
Great fight from the away team.
Great turnout from the Crusaders here. Mat's getting broken down. I'm thinking we'll probably have an interview here. We've got a Brother Martin dad, John, at the referee here. It's tough being a referee, man. Thankless job.
It's tough being a wrestling dad, too. But yes, definitely tough being a referee. I know you know that.
All right, we got Michael Barnett here, wrestler of the evening. All right, Michael.
Hi.
Big duel. Big duel, right?
Yes, sir.
Lots of blowout matches one way versus the other, right? We kind of had strings of them for both teams. The win at the end came from the Blue Jays after the Brother Martin team got docked a team point, right? In your match, though, came out. It was good in the beginning, and you were clearly the superior wrestler on top. How much work did you put into that ride, that leg ride you're doing on top with the crossbody and sneaking that bar in and really just being mean?
Years. It's been years of dedication. It took losing, getting pinned, reversed for a couple years to finally figure out what I wanted to do on top. But then I'd say at the start of my junior year, I really got into how I figured out my top game, and I've been improving it since.
All right. How'd you feel out there? Fresh, good?
Yeah, I felt good, refreshed, good cut.
Yep.
Just ready to wrestle.
All right, very good. What are you looking forward to as the season is coming to the home stretch here?
I gotta say, senior night probably Ken Cole Classic. Okay. Hopefully, looking for the 3 crown this year, Ken Cole Classic State.
All right.
And just enjoying it, soaking it all in with my brothers, and just having a good season, leaving it all on the mat.
All right, man. Well, you had an excellent performance tonight. You've had excellent performances all season. We expect a few more out of you before you ride off into whatever collegiate sunset you decide to ride into. Okay. Great job tonight. We'll talk to you on the next one. Okay.
Good talking to you, Coach.
All right.
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yep. All right, guys, thanks for tuning in to the Crescent City Sports Network wrestling coverage of the Brother Martin Jesuit dual meet tonight. We'll be back for you guys.
We will be coming to you next week from Rummel at Brother Martin.
Okay.
And the following week, we also have Ken Cole this weekend. We're going to have a lot of pretty good matchups coming out there. Actually, Michael Barnett is traveling out and looking to cross paths with a Mr. Zane Blanchard.
You love to see it. Yeah, and kind of unique this year with Ken Cole happening before the Classic. That's usually not the case. Ken Cole's usually like the last tournament of the season running into state, last major tournament.
Well, this year we lost a week due to the, state tournament. We're going to do that later. But, yeah, so we're kind of trying to make it work. There was some overlap, and that was kind of one of the issues with dual state. But it ended up working out better, I feel like.
Yeah,
and,
sure.
I feel like Ken Cole maybe down a little bit this year. I was talking to Trey Lemaire, a good friend of mine, who's actually going to be producing the show for us next week, or this weekend at Ken Cole. And he had mentioned that it looks a little down. I said, well, man, everybody was at dual state last week.
Yep.
You're going right into Ken Cole, going right into Classic. That's a...
These kids are trying to peak.
That's a grind.
That's a grind. All right, well, another successful coverage in the books.
Well, thank you so much, Dr. Fitzsimons. And, and look, we got Pat Bro, Jesuit State champ, coming up.
Guys, how's it going?
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in. Fitz, you're the man. Will LaFranca, thank you guys so much. And tune in this Saturday. Final start at 5 p.m. And we'll also be Rummel at Brother Martin on next Wednesday.
All right. See you guys next time.
Bye.